Diane P. Licciardello was last seen leaving Bradley's department store at 9:10 p.m. on October 12, 1971. She had a part-time job as a waitress for about a year before her disappearance. She worked at a Japanese restaurant located on the Fenway North Motel property. She informed another waitress that she had to leave early to do some shopping and asked for directions to Bradley's department store, which was less than 2 miles away from the motel. After her shift on October 12th, she went shopping. There were conflicting reports about where her car was found. One report from the Boston Globe on October 14th stated the car was found in Cambridge, 30 minutes away from Bradley's in Chelsea. And the other Boston Globe report on October 18th stated that her car was found at the shopping plaza parking lot on Revere Beach Parkway in Chelsea with a nail in her rear tire on October 13th, 1971. The car was locked, and in the back seat were items she had bought at Bradley's, which included shampoo and socks for her children. At the time of her disappearance, Diane was 28 years old. She would now be 82 years old. She was described as a white female with brown hair and brown eyes. She weighed about 120 pounds, and she was between 5'2" and 5'5". At the time, police used dogs to search high marsh grass bordering the Chelsea River near the shopping plaza. There were 3 gas stations within a quarter of a mile of her car, so police spoke to each gas station on whether she had stopped there to try to fix her tire. Her husband Joseph was 34 at the time and described her as a housewife and expressed fear. Diane was a mother of 5. At the time, her oldest was Robert at 11 years old, followed by Rosemary at 10, Deborah at 9, Michael 6, and David 4. Just days after her disappearance, the police alerted the FBI in hopes to collaborate, but the FBI refused unless the police had evidence of a kidnapping. After multiple months of Diane being missing, her parents hired a private investigator to search for their daughter. They even hired a psychic who had helped the police solve more than 100 criminal cases. He concluded that Diane was dead, a victim of a blow to the head with a blunt instrument. A Melrose police detective stated the psychic said that the attack happened near a body of water with a small hut nearby. That could be anywhere in New England. From a report in 1982, Joseph, Diane's husband, made a new life for himself and remarried in 1979. By 1982, 2 of her children were in college. Joseph told the news at that time they still lived in the same house they did when Diane was there. Diane had been excluded from the Rockingham County Jane Doe and Winchester Jane Doe. While researching Diane's case, I came across information about a murder that occurred behind a different Bradley's department store in East Haven, Connecticut. 50 years later, the victim was identified as Patricia Newsom. If you have any information on Diane's case, please contact the Melrose Police Department at 781-665-1213.